Hello viewers, welcome once again to another session on the linear equation that I started with you in the previous videos. This is the solution space, the platform where mathematics is made easy and simple for everyone to understand and enjoy. In this video, I want to continue with the linear equation that I started with you in the previous videos. In the previous videos, we started learning about linear equation where I started from the scratch. Okay, I did a detailed explanation on what linear equation is, and also we solved some examples on it as well, and I hope you all understood it and you enjoyed the lesson as well. So this is a continuation to handle another type of question under the linear equation with you, okay, and that is when you have a linear equation containing fractions. Okay, as you can see from the board, I've written equations containing fractions. Okay, when you have equations that contains fractions, that is what I want to teach you in this session. Okay, so in the last video we did equations containing brackets, okay, where we applied the removing of brackets that we learned under the algebraic expression. Okay, so we applied that and we solved that type of questions under the linear equation. Okay, so before we continue with this one, I will advise that you watch all the previous videos that I've done on the linear equation for you to get the understanding that you need to be able to handle this session as well. As I said, this is just a continuation for us to handle another type of question under the linear equation where you have equations containing fractions. Okay, that's what we are doing in this session. Okay, so you need the understanding and the knowledge from the previous videos to be able to handle this session as well. So if you don't watch the previous videos that I've done on the linear equation, you might not understand this as well. So I will encourage you to watch the previous videos so that you get the foundation and the understanding that you need to be able to handle this as well. And don't forget, after watching the videos, please like the video and also share as well. Okay, so I said in this session we are going to handle equations that contains fractions. Okay, as you can see from the board, equations containing fraction. Okay, so I have an example on the board that I want to solve with you. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the example. So example 1, it says solve the equation 2s minus 1 all over 3 minus s minus 2 all over 4 equals to 1. Okay, so we are solving for the value of s in this equation. Okay, so now you can see that it's an equation that contains fraction. Okay, look at it, it contains fraction. Okay, so anytime you have an equation that contains fraction and you want to solve it, the first thing to do is to multiply through by the LCM. Okay, let me reiterate it one more time. I say that anytime you have a linear equation that contains fractions, okay, and you are to solve them, the first thing to do is to multiply through by the LCM. Okay, and how you get the LCM is to use the denominators. Okay, so the denominators in this equation is the 3 and the 4. Okay, so you use the denominators to find the LCM, and I've already taught you how to find LCM of numbers in the previous videos. Okay, so if you don't know how to find the LCM of numbers, you don't have to worry, I've already treated that topic in some videos. Okay, so search for those videos and learn how to find the LCM of numbers so that you can apply it here. Okay, because you need that knowledge. Okay, how to find the LCM of numbers. Okay, so as I said, we have an equation that contains fraction and we want to solve it, and I said the first thing to do is to multiply through by the LCM. Okay, and how to find the LCM is to use the denominators. Okay, so the denominators we have here is 3 and 4, so we find the LCM for 3 and 4 and we multiply through by the LCM. Okay, we multiply through the equation by the LCM. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so let me write my solution on the board and let's do it together. Okay, so my solution is here. So the question is 2s minus 1 all over 3 minus s minus 2 all over 4 equals to 1. Okay, we have to solve for this equation. So as I've explained, okay, we have to multiply through by the LCM, and how to get the LCM is to use the denominators. The denominators here are 3 and 4. Okay, so the LCM for 3 and 4 is 12. Okay, hope you agree with me. It's 12. Okay, go through the process that I taught you for finding LCM of numbers, and if you do it correctly, you realize that the LCM for 3 and 4 is 12. Okay, so this equation we will multiply through by the LCM, which is the 12. Okay, so now someone may be wondering, what do you mean when I say that we should multiply through by the LCM? Okay, now when I say we are multiplying through by the LCM, it means that every term in the equation we are multiplying it by the LCM, which is 12. Okay, so we can see from the equation that we have 3 terms. Okay, because the whole of this is one term on its own, the whole of this is also one term on its own, and the whole of this is also another term on its own. So we have 3 terms in the equation. So when I say we are multiplying through by the LCM, it means that you are multiplying each term in the equation by the LCM, which is the 12. Okay, please hope the understanding is clear enough. Okay, so again, we are multiplying through by the LCM, okay, because it's an equation that contains fraction. Okay, the idea is that when we multiply through by the LCM, it clears the denominators away, okay, so that it becomes simple for us to solve. Okay, that's why anytime you have an equation that contains fraction, we multiply through by the LCM, okay, to clear the denominators away so that it becomes simple for us to solve. Okay, and I said that how to get the LCM is to use the denominators. Okay, the denominators we have here is 3 and 4. Okay, and I've taught you how to find the LCM of numbers. So finding the LCM for 3 and 4, it is 12. Okay, so we multiply through by the LCM. Okay, and when I say we multiply through by the LCM, what that means is that each term in the equation we multiply it by the LCM, which is the 12. Okay, that's what I mean when I say we are multiplying through by the LCM, each term in the equation. And I've explained that we have 3 terms in this equation because the whole of this is one term on its own, the whole of this is also another term on its own, and this also another term on its own. So we multiply each term by the LCM, which is the 12. Okay, so now if you don't know what a term is, okay, a term is simply any expression that is separated by a negative or a positive sign. Okay, so it makes it a term. Anything that is separated by a negative or positive sign, it makes it a term. Okay, so you can see that this 2s minus 1 all over the 3, okay, is being separated by a minus sign here. Okay, this is also s minus 2 all over 4. The 2 terms are being separated by a negative sign, so it makes this one term, it makes this another term, and this also another term. So we have 3 terms. Okay, now don't get confused with it by saying that, oh, why not this one term on its own, because the 2s minus 1 is being separated by a negative sign, so we have one term here, another term here. No, we don't do it that way in the case of this one, because the 2s minus 1 all over the 3, you can see that this 2s minus 1 all is being divided by 3. Because all is being divided by 3, it makes it one term. Okay, now if it was just 2s minus 1, okay, then we can see that this is one term, this is another term, then it becomes 2 terms. Okay, but because it is all being divided by 3, the whole of this is considered as what? One term. Okay, so don't get confused about it. Okay, again, if it was just 2s, okay, minus 1, okay, then we can say that this 2s and this 1, okay, we have 2 terms, 1, 2, okay, but because it is all over 3, okay, the whole of this is one term. Okay, so this 2s minus 1 all over 3 is one term on its own. Okay, all is being considered as one term because the 2s minus 1, it is being divided by 3. All of it is being divided by 3, so it is one term. Okay, and when we come to this one also, the s minus 2, all is being divided by 4, so it makes the whole expression here another term. Okay, so you cannot separate them and say that this is one term, another term, this is also another term, and this is also another term before this one as well, making it 5 terms. No, it is wrong if you do that. Okay, because I've explained that because it's 2s minus 1 all over 3, the 2s minus 1, that expression, all is being divided by 3, so it makes it one term on its own. And the s minus 2 also, all of it is being divided by 4, so it makes that one also another term. Then we come to the one also, it's also another term. So we have 3 terms in this equation, 1, 2 and 3 terms, okay. And I've explained that if it was a situation where it was, let's say, 2s minus 1, okay, then I have minus s minus 2 equals to 1. Okay, now this we can now say that this one we have one term, another term here, another term here, another term here, another term here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then in this one we have 5 terms in this equation. Okay, but the question was that we have 2s minus 1 all over 3. So the whole of this is considered as one term. Okay, then minus is there. Then here is s minus 2 all over 4. So s minus 2 all over 4. So the whole of this one is also one term before the one as well. So we have 3 terms. Okay, when because of how the question is. Okay, so we have 3 terms here. Okay, please hope the understanding is clear. So don't confuse it. Okay, so let me clean this from here and let's solve the question. Please hope the understanding is clear enough. So now in this equation that we have 3 terms. Okay, so as I said, we are going to multiply through by the LCM. Okay, and how you multiply through by the LCM is to multiply each term in the equation by the LCM, which is 12. Okay, how do you get the LCM? I said that you use the denominators, which is the 3 and the 4. You find the LCM for it, and that is 12. So we are going to multiply through by the LCM. Okay, so we are going to multiply this term by the LCM, which is the 12. Okay, then we are going to multiply this also by the LCM, which is the 12, and this also by the LCM, which is the 12. Okay, so each term by the LCM. Okay, please hope the understanding is clear enough. Okay, and the LCM is 12. I hope you agree with me. So let's multiply through by the 12. Okay, now here's how to go about it. So my LCM is 12. So 12 times this first term, okay, which is the 2s minus 1 all over 3. Please, you put it into brackets like this, okay, because the bracket means they are multiplying. Okay, so 12 into brackets 2s minus 3 all over 2s minus 1 all over the 3. Okay, so you put it into brackets because the bracket means multiplication. Okay, now if you are wondering why I didn't use this approach, maybe someone might be asking why not this way. Let's say 12 times 2s minus 1 all over the 3. This is not wrong, okay, but I will not advise you use this process. Okay, use the bracket instead, because there's a reason why I want you to use the bracket. Okay, because most after simplifying, okay, let's say you've done this. Okay, you know that the 3 goes here 1, 3 goes here 4, and this 4 is supposed to multiply the numerator. That is, the most students will make a mistake by doing just 4 times the 2s, and they'll write 8s, then they'll bring their minus 1, and this is wrong. Okay, because the 4 multiplies every term in here at the top here. Okay, the 4 is supposed to multiply the whole of this expression at the top here, but because the student used a multiplication sign like this, okay, the person forgot that the 4 is supposed to multiply the minus 1 as well. So the person will do only 4 times 2s and write 8s and brings negative 1. Most students do that. That's why I prefer you use the bracket. Okay, because when you use the bracket, this is how it's going to be. It's going to be like this: 12 into bracket 2s minus 1 all over the 3. Okay, now after simplifying, let's simplify so that you see what I'm talking about. Okay, 3 goes here 1, 3 goes here 4. So you know that you write what you have left. What I have left here is 4 into bracket 2s minus 1. That one, you know that the 4 is multiplying every term in the bracket. Okay, each term in a bracket. Okay, so when you use the brackets like this, you are being informed that whatever is left, it multiplies the bracket. Okay, by multiplying each term in the bracket. Okay, so that's why I prefer using the bracket instead of this multiplication sign. Okay, though they are all the same thing, but I've explained that most students forget that when they use the multiplication sign like this, after simplifying, the remainder left here, the 4 which is left here, it multiplies every term up here. Okay, the whole of these 2s is being multiplied by 8, but don't forget and go and do only 4 times 2s and write only 8s there. Okay, then they'll bring their minus 1, which makes it wrong. Okay, but if you put it into brackets, you are being informed that whatever is being left, okay, it opens the bracket by multiplying each term in the bracket. In the case of this one, okay, so you have 4 into bracket 2s minus 1. Then you are being informed that how you open the bracket is that the 4 will multiply this 2s and the 4 will multiply this negative 1 as well, so that you don't do the wrong thing. Okay, that's why I prefer using the bracket. Okay, so this whole thing I've done here is just to explain to you why I'm using the bracket, okay, which means multiplication, okay, instead of using the multiplication sign like this. Okay, so let's use the bracket instead so that we don't make mistakes. Okay, so let me clean this one from here and let's proceed. Okay, so as we began, okay, we are multiplying through by the LCM. So we've multiplied the first term, okay, which is the 2s minus 1 all over the 3 by the LCM, which is 12. So 12 into bracket 2s minus 1 all over the 3. Then your negative sign is here, so bring your negative sign. Then this term is also being, we will multiply it by 12. Okay, so 12 into bracket s minus 2 all over 4, okay, bracket close, equals this one also we multiply through by the, we multiply it by the LCM, which is the 12. So 12 into bracket 1. Okay, as I've explained that the bracket means multiplication. Okay, please hope you understand it up to this point. Okay, from here we will simplify it further. Okay, so you can see that this 3 and the 12 can be simplified, okay, using 3. Okay, so 3 cancels itself 1 and 3 goes into the 12 4 times. Okay, so like this. Okay, please hope you agree with me. Then when we come to this 4 also, this 4 and the 12 here can simplify. 4 cancel itself 1 and goes into this 12 3 times. Okay, please hope you are on the same page. Okay, now we have to write what we have left, okay, because all that we did is to simplify what we have. Okay, so now let me write what I have left. Okay, so what I have left here is 4. So write your 4, which is there. Bring your bracket. What do we have left here? 2s minus 1. Okay, bracket close. All over the 1 is still the same thing, so no need to bring the all over the 1. Okay, because the 3 cancel itself 1 goes into the 12 4 times. So I have 4 into brackets 2s minus 1. That's what we have left. Okay, so don't rush it. Just take your time. After simplifying, take your time and write what you have left as I've done. Okay, bring your minus, which is here. Your minus is there. What I have left here is 3 into bracket s minus 2. Please hope you agree with me. Equals to the 12 into bracket 1. Okay, please hope you understand up to this point. Okay, after simplifying, all that you have to do is to write what you have left. Okay, so we multiply through by the LCM, which is 12. Okay, so now after multiplying through by the LCM, now this 3 and the 12 can simplify. So 3 cancels itself 1, goes into the 12 4 times. Okay, then also this 4 and the 12 here can simplify. 4 cancels itself 1 and goes into this 12 3 times. Okay, and the 12 times the 1 also is here. Okay, now what we have to do is to now take our time and just write what we have left. Okay, so the 4 is here. I've written the 4. Bring your bracket. 2s minus 1, that's what I have left, so we put it into brackets. Okay, so 2s minus 1, you close your bracket nicely. Okay, now your negative sign is here, so bring your negative sign. Your 3 is here. You can see we cancel this, left with 3 here. So write your 3, which is here. I've written the 3 here. Bring your bracket. What is left? Bracket in s minus 2. You can see s minus 2. So you bring your bracket and you repeat the s minus 2, which is there. You close your bracket. Equals the 12 into bracket 1, which we have here. Okay, so we just wrote what we have left. Okay, now from here we just apply the removal of bracket. Okay, so this 4 will open its bracket and this minus 3 will also open its bracket. Okay, and we've done removal of bracket, so we are applying that knowledge here. Okay, we've done that in the previous videos. That's why I keep on advising that you watch the previous videos to get the foundation. Okay, so now let's open our bracket. So it's going to be 4 times 2s, it will give me 8s, and 4 times negative 1, it will give me negative 4. Okay, then the minus 3 will also open its bracket. Note that it is minus 3 that will open the bracket and not 3. Minus 3, not 3. Okay, so minus 3 times s gives me minus 3s. Okay, and minus 3 times minus 2 gives me positive 6, because when negative and negative multiplies, it becomes positive. Equals 12 times the 1 gives me 12. Then write your 12 there. Now from here we just do grouping of what like terms. Okay, very simple. Okay, from here. So let me continue from this side. We just apply the grouping of like terms that we learned. Okay, so when I take the 8s, okay, which is here, what I can join it is to 8 is the minus 3s. Okay, so minus the 3s. Okay, then I will shift the numbers to go and join the 12 other side. Okay, and don't forget, if anything crosses the equal sign, the sign it has changes. If it is negative and it crosses the equal sign, it becomes positive, and if it is positive and it crosses the equal sign, it becomes negative. Okay, we've done that in the previous videos. Okay, when anything crosses the equal sign, the sign changes. Okay, so now the 8s is here, I've written it. The minus 3s is also here. It didn't cross any equal sign, so minus 3s equals, okay, the 12 is there. Okay, then this minus 4 will cross the equal sign to go and join the 12. Okay, because it's negative here, when it crosses the equal sign, it goes and become positive. Okay, so it becomes plus 4. Please hope you agree with me. Okay, then the positive 6 also will cross the equal sign, go and join the numbers at that side. Okay, so the positive 6 here will also cross the equal sign and go. We are grouping like terms. Okay, since it's positive, when it crosses the equal sign, it becomes what? Negative. So minus 6. Okay, please hope you agree with me. I can see that you are not seeing it well, so let me clean it and write it again. Okay, so that you can see it well. Okay, so I'm saying that we just need to group like terms. We've learned grouping of like terms, okay, from the previous video. So when I take the 8s, okay, which is here, what I can join it to it is the minus 3s, okay, then equals, then my 12 is there. Okay, then now the negative 4 cross the equal sign and go and join the 12. Okay, it is negative. When it crosses the equal sign, become positive. I've explained that when anything crosses the equal sign, the sign it has changes. Okay, so plus 4. Okay, then I have positive 6 also here. It will also cross the equal sign and go there, and it will become minus 6. Okay, please hope you can see it well now. Okay, now from here we just go ahead and simplify further. Okay, 8s minus 3s gives me 5s. So 5s equals to, now don't rush it, take your time and let you do this one. 12 plus 4 is 16. Please hope you agree with me. 12 plus 4 16, and 16 minus 6 gives me 10. Okay, so when I simplify this one, I get 10. Okay, now what do I do to get my s? We are solving for s. Okay, so we divide through by the coefficient of s, and the coefficient of s here is 5. So I'll divide here by 5 and here also by 5, so that this 5 and this 5 will cancel. 5 goes here 1 and 5 goes into the 10 2 times. Okay, so I'll have my s equals to 2 over 1, which is what? 2. So my s equals to 2. So this is the final answer for solving the equation on the board. Okay, please hope the understanding was clear enough. Okay, so this is what to do when you have an equation that contains LCM. Okay, the first thing to do is to multiply through by the LCM. Then you follow the normal process that I taught you in the previous videos. Okay, so you open your bracket, group like terms, then you solve for the value of the variable you have been given in the equation. Okay, as we did to this one. Okay, very simple, not difficult at all. Don't forget, please like the video and also share the video as well. I'll come your way again in another video whilst we solve more examples on this type of question. Bye bye.